We are just 3 days away from the kickoff of National Parks Week. It's the perfect time to take a quick road trip or weekend getaway and take advantage of how the National Park Service is celebrating. Author and travel expert Sarah Dandashy joins us with some ideas this morning. I'm so excited to talk about this.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty exciting.
We just have so many amazing places here in California for people to visit, and I think people forget some of the great experiences you can have.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's really wonderful about National Park Week, so it's 9 days long. It's from April 22nd to April 30th. And it really, the whole point is to kind of help celebrate and encourage Americans to go visit our beautiful national parks. And you're right, we have so many here. So you definitely want to go visit the National Park website because they've got a lot of useful information there. But fun thing is that they're kicking off the week on this Saturday, April 22nd, with free admission to all the national parks. Yeah.
And that's great for families because you get a little bit of a discount. And, you know, it's interesting. During the pandemic, I feel like people refound national parks.
100%.
Because instead of doing the big travel destination to Europe, you're like, oh, wait, there's really great stuff in our backyard.
Totally.
Right? So what are the closest national parks here in Los Angeles that we can get to?
Yeah, so backyard is exactly right. One that people overlook is actually the Santa Monica Mountains National Recreation Area. That is, I mean, that is part of a national parks, and you've got everything from mountains to beaches. A lot of places that you might not realize are within the Santa Monica Mountain Recreation Area. So that's always great. Another great one, Joshua Tree National Park, 2.5 hours away, perfect for a day trip or a weekend getaway. And then there's also Sequoia National Park as well, too, a little bit further, 3.5 hours drive. But what's interesting is actually one of the oldest national parks in the world.
Really?
Yeah, which is pretty cool. And there's also General Sherman, which is the largest tree in the world. So pretty neat that that's relatively nearby.
Yeah, just 3.5 hours, as you said.
Yeah,
Fun facts. I love this. What are some things people need to consider? Because, you know, the Santa Monica Mountains, you can go for the day. You don't have to camp if you don't want to. But some of these other ones, you got to prepare ahead of time.
You definitely. Okay, so number one, what you really want to think about is how long do you want to go for? Do you want to make it a day trip? Do you want to camp? Do you want to make it a little bit longer? The other thing to consider are actual activities. Okay, do you want to go hiking? Do you want it to be a little bit more elaborate?
Well, speaking of elaborate, some of these places, you know, if you go on Airbnb or even hotel websites, you know, now have some of their experiences and things.
Exactly.
People get really creative in some of their stays.
They get really creative. And that's also another fun thing about it is that you can really kind of make it your own. So Joshua Tree National Park, obviously a lot of great ways to stay, whether it's retro Airstreams, all of that stuff. But really cool, near Sequoia National Park, obviously people think to go camping there, but there are hotels.
There are.
So yeah, there are. There's the Darling Hotel, which is this cool boutique hotel experience. So if you want to kind of like elevate it and go hiking during the day, relax at night, that's always fun.
That's I've gotten really into the glamping situation.
Glamping,
because I feel rustic and outdoorsy, but then I can go back to my bathroom.
Yeah, 100%. And it's become really popular, and there are a lot of options near all national parks. Actually, last year I got to try my first glamping experience with a company called Wander Camp, and we did it actually in Utah by Bryce Canyon. And I have to say, it was wonderful to have the whole tent set up, and the beds were really comfortable, almost like staying in a hotel.
It was nice.
And I was not going to be pitching a tent, so that was a really good way to experience it.
That's mine. I had to build my own fire, but in the cabin. So it was, you know, I mean, how I felt so empowered and also comfortable.
Exactly.
So it was nice. Sarah, thank you so much for being here. I hope people take advantage of National Parks Week with what you just offered. And if you want more information from this segment on our website, kcalnews.com, click on that and /Scene on TV.